The COVID-19 pandemic has increased our dependency on digital technology. As a result, education has changed dramatically, with the distinctive rise of e-learning, whereby teaching is undertaken remotely and on digital platforms. This new way of education can be particularly useful to continue rural extension and improve knowledge of our agriculture workers, technicians, professionals, and farmers. E-learning is the best and safest option during these challenging times. The International Potato Center, CIP, started development of a comprehensive e-training course on sustainable production and marketing of potato, considering gender topics for farmers, scientists, and technicians. International Potato Center promotes active involvement of women in both scientific and practical activities in agriculture and stimulates the interest of female farmers in the field of potato growing.
Today's topic is gender equality and agriculture.
Wow, I think it's an interesting topic, but really abstract to give is definition. So as a social scientist in agriculture and gender, can you please give us the reason why gender plays important role in agriculture?
Yes, there are some key reasons why gender is important in agriculture. Let's watch the video.
Why gender matters in agricultural development? Agricultural technologies are often made by men and for men. Therefore, women farmers have particular disadvantages. Look at some examples. A tractor seat is too big and unsafe for women, so women rarely use it. As a result, women tend to be in charge of manual labor work and paid lower. Similarly, agriculture equipment such as this potato grading machine are designed to suit men's body size. It is too tall for women to use. In this way, women do not necessarily benefit from agricultural equipment or more likely to face back pain than men do. Farmer cooperatives are dominated by male farmers and therefore women's needs, interests, and challenges in both farming and agricultural produce are often ignored. Women farmers have specific challenges related to their husbands. Across the world, women farmers are reluctant to start new agricultural activities because of their husband's disagreement, time and labor constraints, or due to the fear of failure that makes their husbands upset. Men do not have such issues with their wives. Men farmers' concerns in starting new activities are related to money, such as lack of capital, lack of market, and lack of guarantee for purchasing prices. How can we change? Gender equality does not mean that women have to work like men. Rather, we accommodate women's value, needs, and interests in the agricultural sector and provide equal options and opportunities for both women and men. In the world, agriculture is changing based on women's opinions and ideas, such as developing new varieties and processed foods that are attractive to women consumers and developing equipment that reduce women's labor and time. This will make agriculture more efficient. This is also a way for making agriculture more attractive to young women and men. To achieve it, we need your support to accommodate women in your everyday farming practices.
Chan, did you find the answers?
Yes, I can see some key points through that video. Agriculture becomes more efficient if both men and women can complement with each other. And also that there will be positive thing that more young people can be interested in agriculture. And one more thing that technology can reduce women's labor burden in farming. So they should be provided with training and opportunities to adopt new agricultural technology.
Despite of the fact that there is a notable progress in regards of human rights in Georgia, gender stereotypes still remain deeply rooted in our society, and this concerns all economic sectors, including agriculture. There is no big difference between involvement of men and women in agriculture. Indeed, women are actively involved in agriculture, specifically in potato farming. Despite of this fact, there are gender-related problems in this sector, mainly related to gender stereotypes. One of the first problems that we face is lack of ability of decision-making by women. Also accessibility to finances, which is important. It is also very important to notice that there is a wage gap between men and women involved in agriculture and in potato farming, respectively. Believe it or not, women have 10% less salary than men equally involved in agriculture. In general, we well know that in general there is a 35% of wage gap, difference of salary between men and women, and we have respective numbers in agriculture. In regards of employment in agriculture, it is interesting that women are a bit more represented. 51% of them are women. At very first glance, this does not show a big difference. But when we add to the wage gap, gender inequality becomes significant. 51% of women are involved. Respectively, a bit less than 50% men are involved in agriculture, but still, men are better paid. In the frames of our project, USAID Potato Program in Georgia, we had a possibility closer observe the situation in several regions. Those are regions well known with potato farming, and also populated by ethnic minorities. Akalkalaki and Akultsaki, mainly populated with Armenian population, and Marnueli, populated with Azerbaijanis.
Значит, в основном работаем с семьей. Жена, я, сын и невеста.
All my family is involved in potato production. Me, my wife, son, and daughter-in-law. Practically 2 men and 2 women. We try to use new variety of seed to achieve high-quality, abundant harvest. This is what we do. Selecting seeds, planting, taking care of it. If my son goes for work elsewhere, the rest stays home and work on the field. We work seasonally, without time limitations. We go home only when we are finished with work on the field. This refers mainly to me and my wife. My daughter-in-law takes after children and goes home earlier. With support of the USAID Potato Program in Georgia, we achieved 90 kilograms high-quality potato harvest. When my wife saw these potatoes, she put several of them aside and asked me to plant them. Me and my wife attend different workshops and trainings, which is very important and gives us plenty of information. Sometimes I think that I know nothing in potato farming, as new technologies have been actively implemented, but we had a chance to get more information on them, and we achieved a respective result. We got more, better quality potato harvest. Practically, in less time, we got more harvest.
Женщина всегда готовит дома.
Women are also involved in domestic work. Men do heavy physical work, but we see that women have double burden.
Создан кооператив, 20 человек. Из них 16
I was involved in the cooperative,
молодые женщины.
where among 24 members, 16 were women. Respectively, all issues were discussed equally, voted by men and women.
Знаю старину, как женщины очень трудно работали, у них голоса не было. Ну, сейчас
I am 65 years old man and can say that in regards of gender equality, we have better situation now than it was years ago. Women have more rights. In the cooperative, women always had a possibility to express their opinion freely.
In our family, both men and women work. Our main business is potato farming. This is a source of income for us. We plant potato seeds and men do heavy physical work, carry heavy staff. Man is better aware about new technologies, and that is why we do what they say to us. While harvesting, the same. We take potato and they carry heavy bags. There is the domestic work as well, including water supply, baking bread, other work at home. These are all done by us, women. It happens that we work double than men, involved in domestic work and in potato farming. All is done by us. We participated in the training and we are very happy with it. We were provided with the information on gender roles and family. We will see how all continues and what prepares next to us. We have chance to speak with local population, conduct gender trainings to them, and I personally have some interesting observations that I would like to share with you. First issue we discussed was about time distribution for men and women farmers, how much time daily they spent for farming, and how, in general, they are occupied during the day. As it appeared, women spent 5 to 10 hours for domestic work. After they're headed to the field, farm for about 8 hours, and it depends on the season too. The number of men doing domestic work is extremely limited, but the number of hours working in the field is approximately same as for women. Thus, men and women spend around same amount of time for farming. Women are additionally occupied at home, which means women farmers have a double burden during the day. That is unacceptable, but still a fact. Unfortunately, this kind of domestic work is not even recognized by men as an unpaid domestic work. It should be like that. This is what local men think and say. They do accept that women work too much, but this does not need to be paid. This is not men's work. Thus, problem remains as a problem.
In our region, potato production is the main source of income. Women play a big role in potato farming. There is no family in our village where women are not involved in potato farming. Besides farming, women is heavily involved in domestic work, taking care of children, preparing food, cleaning. Thus, women is overburdened. The main responsibility of men in farming are planting, carrying heavy staff, and in the rest activities, e.g. sorting. Women are heavily involved. Now we have new agricultural technologies that was used years ago, not relevant anymore. And potato farming needs new knowledge, refreshing almost every year. It will be good if women participate in these thematic trainings together with men.
I participated in the gender training provided by Potato Program in Georgia. This training gave me a knowledge that I will share with the members of cooperative. I will be glad if we get more information on potato breeding as well. It is also notable that in these regions where we had a chance to speak with local farmers and to compare situation now and years ago, in which level are women and men now and then in regards of freedom and power. Of course, there is a progress, which is good. If 10 to 15 years ago, women's voice was not properly heard and did not have enough rights to express opinion, now, the situation is quite improved. This trend was revealed during discussion as men as well as women, which is good. Also, we had a chance to discuss gender roles, how activities between men and women are distributed within community. It was revealed that women are the same way involved in potato farming, including planting, harvesting, cleaning from weeds, etc. And it is clear that in mechanization work, men are basically involved. The biggest result of our conversation was that men really realize how much work women do in potato farming. But the problem is that women do not have enough information as men regarding new technologies, protective measures from different diseases of potato, and other plants. It is desirable that women have more access to information and are more involved in the respective processes. We tried to understand if women had a possibility to attend gender training provided by the above-mentioned project. In one of the regions, we understand that women asked for permission to attend the training from husbands, and a few women was even rejected. This shows that there is a problem in certain community to understand importance of being informed for women, specifically of gender issues, but not only. It also concerns information on potato production. The Framer Corporation was established within the project, where involvement of women is a priority. Involvement of women should not be limited not as an ordinary member, but also in board of directors, where women will have decision-making power. In order to realize their potential, it is important that women have support from men. For this reason, it is important that not only women receive information on gender, but also men. This will help that both men and women are equally informed in farming and realize their potential equally.
International Potato Center support and encourage both women and men farmers to have equal access to new technologies. In order to do that, we need support from farmers. Please join us.